A no commentary version of this video can be found in the pinned comment in the comment section below. This video is intended as a game walkthrough. This is not a speedrun. All strategies in this video were made for consistency and success rate. Please watch the video to the end before trying any of these strategies for yourself.
Jesus Christ.
Hello everyone, this is a melee only no death run playthrough of Resident Evil 2 Remake on Claire's A scenario. First things first, we're opening that door.
Are you okay? Wait here. I'll check it out. Don't come any closer!
Next after that, we're grabbing that goddamn key. Then we're getting the fuck out of here. But first we gotta pass around this shithead first. We're unlocking that door. Then we're getting out of here. Then we're traveling over some fucking whatever right there. Then we're triggering Leon.
Attention all citizens.
Then we're skipping this cutscene and running for it. Across the city, back to the RPD, yada yada.
Can't stop.
Everything's on fire, yada yada yada, blah blah blah. Yeah, same as per usual, not much shit to talk about.
The police station. Almost there. Focus, Claire. Focus. Oh my God.
Open up! Hurry! Open up! Open this goddamn door!
Yeah, I'm just getting rid of some bullets here. There's not much to explain up for the zombie. You know, you don't have not for the zombie, because all you have to do is just like wait for him to get over there so you can just dodge around him. So for the following up zombie dodge coming up right here, these two difficult zombies to deal with. Okay, here's how I found it. Alright, so for standard and easy mode, what we do is we wait for that zombie right there, the Asian zombie. His movement is scripted, so he's never going to shamble and attack randomly. What you do is you basically wait for him to get away from the corner of that cabinet. And once he gets away from that corner of the cabinet, you just make a run for it. It's very early. First things first, we're picking up that dagger. Then we're cutting this off. Yeah, it's an easy dodge, except for the female zombie. She's kind of actually a bitch. Kind of actually sometimes, because she can go either way. But we're fine, on the other hand. As long as he doesn't block the way again and fuck us over with his hitbox. So for a melee only run, it's kind of bending the rules up here because from comparing it to knife only, because I'm really just doing for melee only, just like, you know, using weapons that are not like just only the knife, just weapons that involve like, you know, that are not guns, just like a katana or a baseball bat. But for the thing in Resident Evil 2 Remake is that there's not a baseball bat or a katana. The only defense items is just really a dagger and hand grenades and flashbangs. So, yeah, there's not much melee only in this game, except for that. But I could also do knife only. But I personally thought it would be frustrating to try that out, since I've done it like 1,500 times and still no success. I thought this was a fun way to do a knife only no death run. So that zombie right there has not much HP. The knife in Resident Evil 2 Remake, the thing about it is that it staggers. So, like, the frames, it's very a frame-based weapon, basically. So, if you're playing this on, like, 60 or 30 FPS, or 121, my god, my English, 120 FPS, then the knife does more hits onto enemies and they die quicker. I do this on 30, so I just switched it down to 60. I was going to play it on 60, but I was like, you know, fuck it. Why don't just do it on 30 just to show it how it's really done? Because I don't think it'll be a great idea to do it on 120 FPS. I mean, not 120 FPS, 60 FPS, because it would just be too unfair for some people and their complaints. And I wanted to show how it's really done. So really, for the most part, I just knife some zombies on the ground because they're sleeping. And then I'm just putting boards up. But when it comes to actually fighting zombies, what I do here for this guy, I just... So on consistent mode, what we do is we bait out a dodge, right? We bait it to lunge. We bait the zombie to lunge. On consistent mode, zombies are very slow for some... It's like, it's expected because they're very slow on consistent mode. Well, except for a speedrun. But, zombies are pretty slow on consistent mode. So what you do is, for the zombies, is you bait out a lunge. Oh, yeah, this guy's, like... arms are broken, so because his arms are broken, he's going to try to go for a biting grab. He's not really going to try to grab because he can't bite. But, what I do is I just bait out a lunge and just straight up, like, get him to, stop moving after a while. Once he stopped moving, I go up to knife him again. You gotta be quick on your feet, because they'll just lunge again, of course. Easy as that. That's like a good trick of easiness. They don't lunge twice on easy. They don't lunge twice on easy. They do it on standard and hardcore, that's it. But the thing about it is that zombies on easy, they're kind of the same a little bit. Just they don't lunge. They're not much, but they're like kind of, I don't know what to say. They're not the same. They're sort of easy, I guess, to deal with. But not really for knife only, or just anything that involves like not using weapons. It's easy to sometimes knife them, but sometimes they're like a piece of shits. Here and here. For this zombie here, we don't actually have to kill him, but I actually want to get him out of the way because I'd rather make sure it's safe or not. Just so I don't actually have to end up worrying about this guy later. Just knife him in his arms and try to get to his head.
How fast can you get back here?
Why? What's that?
Yeah, so this is done on 30 FPS. There's not much problems gonna be going on for you on your end. So I don't want to hear any excuses. Oh, it's not possible. No, it's actually easy. Because obviously, if I can show you how to do it, this is like really just like a planned out walkthrough. Truthfully be told, this is a walkthrough. So I'm just showing you how it's done, and this is segmentive. So this is not. I didn't do this with saves. Like, I mean, I did this with saves. So this is not a saveless run. I could also do no save, no death run of this, but I actually didn't have that much time to plan it out wellly, because I was supposed to get this run done by last year and Thanksgiving time, but I fucked it up. Now I gotta get done by this time before Thanksgiving. This video may be posted before then anyway. But whatever. Video schedules, sometimes I gotta do that. I gotta take care of my shit with video schedules. Anywho, yeah, you can see, just get the zombie to lunge. Wait for it to stop moving its arms, then just knife it again. Yada yada. But I got a problem. I had a little too many problems with dealing with G2 on the heliport. Because G2 on the heliport was like actually a piece of shit to deal with 24/7. And I just thought, fuck it, you know what, screw it. Just go for a knife only with segmentive. Because it's actually not going to be a big deal if it's not no save, no death run. I don't really care so much. The purpose is this to just make a walkthrough. It's not to make a, hey, look at me, I can do a no death run. Or with melee only and not take a death at all, yada yada. Or whatever that type of shit is. It's not there to be a bragger or competitive, because it's not that serious. It's just to show you how to do something fun. And this is the complete route on doing it. Because really I'm just doing a lot of speedrun strategies.
Yeah.
And speedrun dodges. Because in knife only runs, you're going to be forced to do some speedrun dodges to get around zombies. Well, not all the time, because some of them can involve your own particular dodge that is actually safer. That is what I get out of speedruns in this game, is that you can find dodges that are difficult and you can make them into a safer strategy. And that's what I kind of did with this anyway, so that's what I always do with my runs. That's pretty much the purpose on one of these videos sometimes, is I make it look more better and safer, so there doesn't be any problems. Also, I'm playing this with Japanese subtitles because faster menuing, and we're not watching cutscenes. Also, I'm reloading here because by reloading here, you can actually avoid the Marvin radio call cutscene, yada yada. I wouldn't do a dangerous strategy in this run and put you guys in harm's way if you're following along. Hopefully, you're following along by watching this to the end first before proceeding on. That's something I forget to mention sometimes. But of course, like, some speedrun strategies from the actual speedrun are actually safe. And I use them in my other walkthroughs that doesn't involve knife only or melee only, so you don't have to worry so much. It's not that big of a deal. Because some of them are actually safe. It doesn't involve speed, it just involves showing how to avoid an RNG bullshit moment. Because if the speedrun dodge does not work, then why would I do it anyway? Why don't just take the enemy out? But keeping in mind with taking out zombies is that you have capacity with your knife. I mean, like, your capacity with your knife, it has like a damage output, like scaling, where it can break at some point. So at some point the knife will break, and you won't be able to knife the zombie no more. You'll have to use the next knife. I only use defense items, knife as defense items, just knife as weapons items. Coming up here, we're going to dodge around this zombie here. Hopefully you paid attention earlier and saw me put the board here. There was a board that was outside of this room on easy mode that you can only pick up on easy mode. Which is actually unique about doing knife only runs. I mean, melee only runs, is because you get to pick up that board and actually can avoid some bullshit in the murder hall right off the bat instead of later. But yeah, you know, honestly, I use knives as just like safety nets. So in case, of course, we get grabbed, I use it. What I use for the boss, I don't really save these knives. I actually use, long story short, I actually use what's it called again? The infinite knife. I use the infinite knife, by the way, in this playthrough. In case you want to know how to unlock the infinite knife, go watch my kill all runs. You'll know how to unlock them by shooting the Mr. Raccoons, all the Mr. Raccoons in all scenarios. They're all worldwide, so yeah, go shoot them. Also, yeah, I did use them, but here's the thing. Before somebody just start whining in the comment section below about, oh, it's too easy. No, it's not easy. Because even with the infinite knife, it's difficult to fight the bosses. I only used them on the bosses. I did accidentally use it like once on a zombie. On accident. But I didn't really kill it. I just accidentally knifed it without realizing I had it equipped. With kind of realizing I had it equipped, but I didn't realize I was like not supposed to use it. It's not a big deal, whatever. The point here is I used the infinite knife on the bosses. So, that's only the goal, is I only make it fair for I make it fair for the zombies, but I don't make it fair for the bosses, because the bosses are piece of shits in this run. And not really fun and fair to fight off of. Because there's way too much shit that goes on in the bosses in this game on 30 FPS that just makes it impossible to take it out. And I wanted to make it a lot fun and not make it unfair. Because there's like too many unfun moments with the bosses in this game. So I felt like it would have been like a fun idea to just use the infinite knife and just test it out. Because I think it's like the first weapon that nobody normally uses so much in their video. And like knife only walkthroughs. So why not use it in my melee only videos? Just for the demonstrate to show how fun it is to use. Especially the fact that it is kind of strong. Not that much to take out a boss in one sitting. It's strong to like take out a boss in like not really a phase, but like in half, like taking down some of the phases. Like taking down some of the HP for the phase. That's kind of it. It is bug for frame rate, so that's really it. Doesn't do so many hits. So we're gonna put in for this puzzle right here. Knife, the knife puzzle, just put in 1, 3. Put that block in 3. I don't really need to pick that knife up, but I need to pick it up because I won't be able to pick up the knife in the sewers. So, truth be told, it might be needed to pick that up. I only use my knives as defense items, so if I get grabbed, and so what? I could just use that defense item for backup. Because really, I'm just using these for the bosses. That's really it. And I do need to save like at least one knife for the group motherfuckers later. For the last area to deal with group motherfuckers. So, I gotta keep in mind in that, basically. But yeah, believe it or not, it's not really fun to try to do this without that whole knife. You could do it if you want, but I don't really care. I thought this would be fun. The interest of this was to be fun, have fun with doing this, because it actually was really difficult. Believe it or not, it actually was, but whatever. Who cares? Also, once we pass around this liquor right here, you could actually run. When you get to the last blood mark. Like, once you pass the last blood mark, you can actually make a run for it. So, I guess you might be wondering, what is, like, an aspect when it comes to playing as Jill? Like, why did I went with Jill first with this playthrough? I went with Jill first because she's actually really... I was trying to pick up side pack. I actually went with Jill first because she's actually not really dealing with that many murder halls than Leon does. Leon has so much murder halls when you play as Leon. So, there's a lot of shit that goes on with Leon. And I do Leon B. I'm working on a Leon B run at the moment. Because I actually want to make it fair for A scenario. Declare A. Because I wanted to see if I can get all scenarios done without having to hear any complaints. I might do B scenario or probably A for Leon. Whatever I do will be what I do. But then again, like for Claire's easy to play as because she just does not have so many murder halls to deal with that are actually very frustrating. She does have some type bullshit with liquors, but they're not too difficult to deal with. Also, I should mention though, that this is the first segment to the end, basically. So, truth to be told, this is actually where we stop here and make that first save, because this is our first choke point, is the first boss fight. Because sometimes things can go randomly wrong on this fight on 30 FPS, and I actually don't feel like dealing with it. Yeah, it's not standard, but whatever, I don't give a fuck. It's the way I record it. I don't like dealing with it, dude. Anywho, moving on. And also, that dumb question people keep asking me, why do I reload after saving? Like, I don't know. Tell me, does the save menu work that way? No, it doesn't. You reload when you die, clearly. And normally, anytime you even see me reload, it's normally because probably I went to the main menu and went to go change the mechanic that I forgot to change in the last segment, or rather involving me actually dying. That's really all. I don't really know what to say.
Hello? Hello?
Alright, so for G1, we're going to equip that dagger, equip that infinite dagger. That dagger is actually infinite, so out of the other knives, it's actually not going to break. You will lose it if you end up get it lost into a zombie's arm. Well, a boss's arm, rather. Anywho, we're gonna start knifing the boss. Do the speedrun knife, static, dodge. Well, speedrun knife strategies here. Just keep knifing it. What I normally would recommend doing is just going right behind its, like, back. And, like, staying right at the arm right there. The arm where the rest of the code is not ripped up. And then just, like, finishing off. But you can finish it off like that as long as you know what you're doing. It's actually dangerous that way to do that, but I recommend just like letting the boss grab me, and I can finish it off with my other knives. Because that's actually easy that way to take it out. That's actually a safer way to, like, defeat it and eliminate it. Because otherwise it's just going to be a piece of shit the whole time. What is, like, the quality is using the knife? I think it's, like, just straight up. It's a little strong against zombies. Like, it takes it out a little quicker. But bosses are not that much. Not much, kind of, actually. You just take down some phases. Sometimes you randomly will take it down a phase on 30. But it's impossible to, like, get that to work out on 30 so welly. Maybe if you reach it on 60, but, like, not really on 30.
Wow. Both of my parents are gone, and it's just me and my brother. Oh.
Well, for Claire, I mean, with her is that she's kind of a little faster than Leon. She's even more faster when she's on yellow caution mode, because, like, she gets a speed boost and a speed run. If you use her on if you get her on yellow caution mode, she moves more faster. And also, she's not as fast than Ada. Oh, wait, this is the run where I accidentally ran in this room. So, I thought I was actually speedrunning, because the day I did this, I did a speedrun. I did too many speedruns, and I actually wasn't paying attention to the run I was actually doing at the time here. And I accidentally fucked up, and I actually got myself almost hit. Do as I say, not as I do. Do not run when you get into that room. That looked like an easy dodge, but it's not what it is, what you think. Don't do it. Do as I say. Do as I say, not as I do. Do not do that. That was dangerous. I just realized after a moment of time that oh wait, I forgot I was not supposed to be doing that. Fuck. Fucking pass chain, goddammit. That was a fucking pass chain moment. Don't do as I say, not as I do. That was stupid. Alright, skip past the zombies, grab the key, grab the flashbang. And we're gonna walk in here. Pass chain, you better walk when you come in that room. Walk. And just keep walking, hug that wall. That liquor's easy to not worry about, yada yada. Continue on walking when you get out the room. That was by mistake. I actually apologize if you accidentally if you randomly decided to follow along and actually not watch it to the end and you managed to fuck that up. Which is why I say do as I say, not as I do, and watch the video to the end. Because you would understand situations like this would kind of fuck you up from not listening to my mistakes. Just because I do walkthroughs doesn't mean I'm going to make mistakes here and there. And I definitely do that all the time in my fucking Resident Evil 5 video. That I'm actually editing at the moment. With Red. But yeah, Claire, she's actually faster though. Her knifing range is not that great. She's not the best knifer, I would say it so far in the point, but I would say she's a little decent to play as. She's not that bad. She's faster than Leon. She's not that bad. She actually has a little bit more fair funness to deal with. But for when it comes to all of her murder hauls, she's actually, like, not really going to worry so much about them. Because you're not going to... For her murder hauls, there's, like, a lot of easy dodges to deal with zombies. The only murder haul I can think of that's actually difficult to deal with zombies in a knife-only run. It probably has to involve, like... I'm trying to think. It has to probably involve a murder haul that just involves too many enemies. And not many murder halls she deals with has so many enemies. The only thing I can think of is just the liquors. That's really it. And she doesn't have to worry about them, because like I said, this is a walkthrough. All we gotta do is walk past them. Simple as that. For Leon, he just gotta deal with a lot of bullshit in his round. That's really it. I was grabbing this board because I actually had to think about where I wanted to go first, and I actually wanted to get this key out of my inventory a lot earlier, because I'm actually getting tired of having that in my inventory 24/7. I'm doing some stair skating right over here. I should say probably speedrun movement, but I don't want to sound dumb saying that. But whatever, I don't really care. Just stair skating rather. Basically, it just gives you a lot of speed movement when you're running up the stairs, and you save like about just the neighborhood of like 10 seconds or 20 seconds per room that you got to stair skate in. More than twice. Alright, so for this zombie, I'm gonna get him to lunge. Of course, I fucked up here. I slashed him again without realizing him about to lunge again, and I got hit. Which is okay, because we're just gonna fucking finish him off and down him here. Also, I should mention, there's a trick that works in Resident Evil 2 Remake with the knife. If you wait 6 seconds after you down a zombie, and you re-knife them again, then that causes more damage, and that makes sure it confirmedly wakes up the zombie. So they don't just take little points of damage. You just kind of like... It's kind of like in Resident Evil... Not Resident Evil, Silent Hill 4, where you have to hold down on the A button to hit an enemy. Well, not hit an enemy, but it causes more damage towards the enemy. But it's kind of like that right here, a little bit, with zombies. Is that you gotta wait 6 seconds, and they'll normally always wake up. If you get upset that I stair skate a lot in my videos, or rather anything, then go watch another walkthrough. It's not that big of a deal. It's just that sometimes I'm just a little impatient and I like to get things done quick. It's not that serious, it's just a quick movement. But anywho. Oh, I dodged around that female zombie that time. Normally I gotta throw a dagger at her. Throw my last dagger at her if I'm like on danger. Oh wait, we're playing on consistent, never mind. Anywho. So for Mr. X, he's actually slow on easy, believe it or not. He's really slow. So, if you thought the zombies are slow, he's a fucking slow piece of shit just like them. But for some unknown reason on any percent, he's actually ridiculously fast. On easy. Or should I say consistent. All you gotta do is just redo the dodges we do in every video. Yada yada. Ring around the rosy in the fucking courtyard. Yada yada. Move around. Just skip right on by. After we skip right on by, we're just going to hit straight to the office. Down here, and we're going to get rid of that knife, it seems like, right there. For just healing, I guess. If you want. But we gotta pick up that flashbang right there. I managed to make sure I kept all the flashbangs in my inventory for some unknown reason. If I can remember. We're just gonna really just come back here. Hopefully you'll remember to unlock that door earlier with the other key, because we actually need to unlock that for the express purpose. Also, we gotta walk when we get back in here, because there's another liquor. I normally run when I get to the room, but definitely want to continue on walking while you're getting inside, because, you know, obviously, you're gonna get hit. Hand grenade, the cube conductor, yada yada. Now we're waiting for Mr. X. He's going to teleport. When he morphs, we're going to come back in here. Bring around the rosy, yada yada. Also, that was another audio bug, basically, that happened. Well, rather, I should say video skip. For some unknown reason, when I was recording this day, somehow my video skipped there. I don't know why I didn't it didn't record properly. I don't know what was going on. That was obviously weird. Please be aware that I did not do anything to fuck up the video. Obviously, if I did that, why would I do it at that part? That was just stupid. If I would do something like that, obviously I would do it at a part that would actually look less familiar, truth to be told. I don't know why I would do something like that in the middle of a recording or in the middle of a situation where you're getting around a looker. But that also did happen at some early parts of the video. Some very early parts I don't think you guys actually realized, where the audio just went out randomly or a video just skipped. Alright, so for the way upstairs, basically on the way upstairs, what I do, once we get to the clock tower room, we gotta be quick on getting out of the clock tower room, because if you don't be quick on getting out of the clock tower room, then on the way out, Mr. X will be a piece of shit. I think this is where things can get a little unhandy to deal with. I would say this is probably like the one worst murder hall in the RPD. Truth to be told. Because if Mr. X block you on the way out, you gotta go back to the library and do the Leon strats. But because we woke up the zombies in there earlier, of course, you know, problems. But if you want, you don't have to. You could just like avoid waking them up and just like pull the dressers in. But we would waste time, truth to be told. If it will actually have to do that strategy for that mirror, from that here on out, getting out basically, it'll just be pointless. But we gotta pay attention where this zombie is. Hug the wall, yada yada. This zombie went over here. I could have like ran past him when he did this right here, but I did not want him to shamble, so I made sure that I did that dodge to get him out of the way. I could have simply went for it, but I don't want him to grab me, because sometimes he would just like randomly shamble the other way. And zombies can go either way, but I think I've memorized almost every movement in this game, truth to be told. Also, if a zombie blocks in the way, we're going to ring around the rosy again. But I think I memorized almost every movement almost in this game, close to yet. I'm just still trying to remember a lot of it along the way. The only thing I can't memorize so much is the zombies and their movements, patterns. And G2, because he hits way too fast to memorize his movement. That's like the only problem. I can measure some zombie movement, but not really all. Because sometimes they do quick turns in this game, but they don't really do the best quick turns to avoid getting hit. Because they actually just somehow set you up for getting destroyed and failure. But, if you, like, pay attention to the zombies' movement, like, most of the time, like, because sometimes when you get close to them, the course starts getting ready to turn around, but, like, if you're running into a direction where you need to keep going straight, and they're, like, in front of you, you have to, like, turn to the position, like, you gotta, like, in order to dodge them sometimes, you gotta, like, dodge them to their back, and, like, when they're getting ready to turn, you need to go to the back immediately to dodge them sometimes, because by normally doing that, because it kind of like causes them to do a random quick turn of them lunging, a random quick turn lunge, and they'll normally like randomly miss. It's kind of weird. It's hard to explain. I don't know how it works, but it's just random. But normally it's like a 90-degree dodge or a 90-degree movement speed of dodge or just 90-degree movement. I don't fucking know. It's random, dude. You gotta get lucky on it sometimes. It's just like, it happens in any point of another, like, a way it could. Like, the way you counter it sometimes, the way the zombies are countered, it's different each and any time. Because you never know what they're gonna do with that dodge right there. Yeah, there's not much to talk about here. I guess I should start mentioning some things. Yeah. Some of you guys might be wondering, I recently did a no-death run.
That must be the door out of here.
A segmentive no-death run of Resident Evil 5 recently. I gotta go edit that shit too, but some of you guys might be wondering why is that video have not been out yet, is because I'm actually at the moment editing the Saints Row 4 and also the end of the year video. And the Saints Row 4 video and the end of the year video are almost finished up. I just gotta make sure the quality is perfectly touched up. Yeah, there's nothing going on here. But, yeah, I'm actually editing those at the moment, so I'm trying to make sure all the qualities are fixed up goodly, because, like, last time I did some quality checking on some of those videos, some of them weren't looking that good, so I wanted to give you guys the best quality that you could possibly see and do the best I can to perform them for the, you know, when they get posted up, basically. So I didn't have enough time to post Resident Evil 5. I'll edit that shit eventually. That'll probably be up before Resident Evil 4. I just want to make sure you guys have good quality for the future videos before then. So, yeah.
It's all over now. Doors locked. Where are you? Show yourself. I know you're in here. The longer it takes me to find you, the worse it's gonna be. Bitch gotta be here somewhere. Oh, God damn it! This is your last fucking chance. Show yourself. Now! Oh, fuck. It burns! Fuck is my key? I see. You.
Hurry.
I'm coming in, Sherry! Get over here, you bitch!
Good to see you again, Claire. We've got unfinished.
Just you wait, asshole.
Yeah, there's a lot of preparation that goes on with the fights in this game on the bosses, because for a knife-only run, G2 is a terrible boss. Like, you either have to cheese him with the infinite knife, or just keep using hand grenades in the fight, or just straight up have to be forced to use a regular weapon, because his dodge patterns are impossible to predict, and it's impossible to learn because it's too many frames going on there. So I just went with the fucking infinite... I just went with the melee-only infinite knife strategy, and just went with the flashbang strategy, because I felt like that was more better to do. Because it was just too much. It's a garbage, awful fucking fight. Coming over here, you could just use the dagger to just get around that zombie right there, but what I would recommend doing is just... Oh, God, wait. Yeah, here I was trying to dodge around these guys without having to use defense items, and here I am getting myself trolled almost. What I would recommend doing is just ring around the rosy with Mr. X and all of them in the courtyard, because we gotta make sure he doesn't crowd us during the middle of that. Alright, so I didn't have that much time to practice the area here, so I decided to just use my speedrun strategies. Because I've been getting lucky on dodging recently, which sort of almost failed. So what we do here is we hug that car there, and we're just going to try to stay away from that dog a little bit right there, but stay on that side on dodging that dog. But try to turn in case he decides to attack. Then we're going to run all the way over here, grab the green herb. I'm trying to wait for all the dogs to jump through this fence. Here's the thing that happened. I accidentally waited for too long, so this dog ended up hitting me. I should have just made a run for it. Yep, piece of shit. I was scared of that fucking last dog popping up, because he pops up out of nowhere. Gonna dodge around this zombie. Pick up that hand grenade. Get this dog to attack. Of course, he's gonna be a fucker and shit randomly.
It's gotta be the orphanage.
Yeah, he's just crowding everywhere because he's like a complete camping Carl. Fuck him.
Hello? I have the pendant! Sherry? Where are you? Claire! Sherry? I'll be right there! Go, go, go! Claire! It's behind you! Don't stop! Hurry! Keep going. Sherry's her daughter? Don't stop! Sherry?
Yeah, you can just see Claire's
You hear me?
audio just skipping over after the cutscene. We're never going back to the RPD, by the way, so don't even worry, pretty much. There's no knives and daggers, to just collecting the RPD. That was all the defense items we picked up, pretty much. As far as I'm aware, I'm pretty sure that was all the defense items.
Cable car. Here?
So once we get up in here, we're going to just wait for these zombies to get away from the edge and then just go for it. Of course, this zombie right here sometimes likes to lunge and just turn, make a quick turn. Obviously, I predicted he was going to do that anyway because I realized at that point there he did not got too far away from the corner. So take a lesson from that. Make sure you get him a little bit far away from the corner. Not too far away because we don't want the fat zombie to crowd us on the way over there. So yeah. So, a little trick I like to use here whenever I'm taking out dealing with these zombies, I like to use my speedrun strategy, where I throw the hand grenade here in front of the middle of the column, and it'll kill all the zombies right there, one by one, in one shot. The other something on the other side will die. Wait, did he die this run? Oh yeah, he did. Never mind. We gotta hug this trash can as much as we can, because if we don't hug it carefully, well, very closely even, we're gonna get hit. Well, rather, stun and then grab and then troll to death and then hit. Because that just means those those G fucks are piece of shits. Hate G mutants. Anywho, side pack right here. Yeah, that zombie's easy to dodge. You don't have to worry about him so much. And another video tearing. Would you look at that bullshit? What the fuck was even going on here that even caused that to happen? I know for a fact that that G mutant didn't pop up yet. So, if you would see that G mutant pop up, well, not pop up, rather, I should say be alive and still up, because he sometimes just stay put until you get back. What I would recommend doing is waiting for him to pay attention. Pay attention to his arm. Once you see him start wiggling his arm, quickly get into the water and run past him before he jumps back into the water, because that's a sign he's about to get back in the water. Once you see that wiggle, immediately jump back into the water. Immediately jump into the water quick. Also, we're just using that barrel there because we are about to go save. Because we now have another checkpoint. Choke point. That we have to deal with. Which is the G mutants. AKA G fucks, AKA G slutty motherfuckers. G fucks. For shit. So coming up, loading in, we have the G mutants. So the G mutants are fucking horrible to deal with in a knife only, or rather I should say melee only, because it's melee only run. I carry grenades through here because this is like the only thing I can do to make things less a pain in the ass and less piece of shit. But I don't really waste so many grenades here. I just do the best I can to dodge G mutants here. Speedrun dodges don't work, then I just use my own dodges to just get around the way. Alright, so for this G mutant here, so we're gonna hug that column, that wall, right? Then for this G mutant, sometimes in the A scenarios, he always gets in the fucking way, right? So I end up getting that attack, right? So if I get that attack, I just do the best I can to stay away from him for the next 6 seconds of frames, while he's just trying to hit me, so I can dodge around him. And then like, if he decided to like do a grab attack, it's game over. I'm gonna get grab. Then I'll be forced to use a grenade. And if I had to use a grenade there, I would just go into my left, pass by that guy by the left. I keep forgetting my lefts and rights. I have to apologize for sometimes, because sometimes I forget my lefts and rights. So sometimes randomly I think left is the way is the direction where you see the Kind Master right there is at the top, but it's actually the other direction. I get confused over my lefts and rights sometimes. I'm not the best at it. But overall, right is right over there with Kind Master, I'm pretty sure, right? Is it? I'm not sure. Just go left when you dodge as a G mutant, not to use a hand grenade. I explained how to use your hand grenades in the Leon B scenario, knife only run. Sometimes you can manage to dodge that attack, but that attack is very glitchy. It's insanely glitchy and buggy to dodge around, so randomly, occasionally, you may not get a dodge on that. That is like a whole time-based dodge. Like, you have to be insanely lucky to dodge that first part of the attack and then dodge it again. But in general, to keep in mind, though, with the grenades, is that I only use 3 grenades here, and that's about it. If I use 3 grenades here, then I can't use any grenades on the G3 fight. And I have to save the rest of them for the the G fucking 4, the last boss in the A scenarios. I forgot what it's called. G4. That's just a backup strat, just to be insured for our insurance, basically. But in general, because this is segmentive, I can get away with anything I want, so I don't really have to worry so much about wasting grenades. Because normally I just reset it after I lose grenades.
All right, Sherry. On my way.
But the strategy for this boss coming up right here, if you're good at dealing with G2, you don't actually need to use knives. I mean, you don't actually, not use knives, I meant to say, you don't actually need to worry about picking up so much health. This strat makes G3 stupid easy. Makes him look like a fucking sucker, truth to be told. Because he sometimes is just an idiot to deal with here when you're using flash rings on him. Because you get to cheese the shit out of him without him fucking around with your attacks. But we have like 5 flash rings, by the way, here. So that's literally all you need. And we're about to get 6, I believe, at some point in another. Yeah, 6 flash rings. Yes, past chain, that's 6 flash rings you need to get. Whoa. No, we have 5 flash rings right now, but like 6 in a little bit, because we're about to grab another flash ring when the fight actually starts. Yeah, I just have to check. 5 flash rings, good. Could keep the infinite knife equipped. I should have just unequipped the, I should have just unequipped the, handgun here. Yeah, we're just waiting. Just be patient and wait. Patient and fucking wait. So when he pops through, for some unknown reason, they're in that first frame, he had iframes, but when he pops through, we're gonna just start knifing. And once he gets ready to stop, like, acting up, we're just gonna go for the, slash. And then make a run for it when you see him not moving no more. So yeah, you see this? Once he does this attack, we go back to... Once he does this attack and gets done with it, we go back to knifing. Then we stay the fuck away and wait for him to do that attack again. And go back to knifing once he's done being a fucking fool and fucking around. Slash and knife. Wait for the attack, start slashing. Wait for the attack, start slashing. Wait for the attack, start slashing. And don't be late on doing the attack. Oh man, I almost fucked up there. That actually was stupid to pass King. Don't do that. Because he can randomly, out of nowhere in his frames, do a one-hit kill or grab. Out of nowhere. Oh wait, never mind. This is actually easy, so he probably won't do it. Yep, got him. Yeah, there's not enough room, so fuck it. Just go for a run for it. So we're gonna equip that flashbang right there, pick up that flashbang right over here, and pick up that dagger, in case we might need it for the flashbang. And for some unknown fucking reason, somehow, this motherfucker did not jump down when I literally could have sworn I heard him jump down. That is really bullshit. Alright, so we gotta do a lot of hard fucking work just to take him out here. We gotta focus on the eyeball. You see that eyeball right there? We gotta get that eyeball perfectly as we can. And almost got slash. Full flashbang again. Try to do the best we can to get the eyeball. We gotta get the rest of the body. Like, we really gotta get a lot of the parts of the body. So yeah, this whole blood we're crickling out, this is really what we need to be getting. Keep slashing, keep slashing, keep slashing. Now he's at his last HP. Now we gotta throw a fucking another flashbang to keep stunning him. Knock him right the fuck down. Oh yeah, I forgot. This was the lucky attempt where I accidentally managed to save a flashbang here. So this wasn't all that bad, even though I lost like one flashbang. But if this could have went out better, I could have saved 2 flashbangs, which wouldn't really matter actually anyway. Pay attention to his eyeball during the fight. When you see his eyeball turn kind of half red, that is the sign that G2 is not kind of half red, kind of have orange and red, like a pink eye orange. I don't know. I forgot. It's like kind of like red on the top a little bit, like a little bit red, and then like half hearts are orange. That is basically a sign that G3 is pretty much done for, and we just need to crank to knock him out. And one shot go right there. And no constant momentum, a bullshit of attack to defeat us, pretty much. And that's it. That was G2. I told you it was easy.
Hold on, Sherry. You're gonna be fine. Almost there, Sherry. We're almost there. Oh, good. Cable car. Okay. Better check everything. There's no turning back.
But to be fair, what would I say would be like the difficultest boss in this whole entire run will really just be G2. I mean, not G2. Well, G2 for Leon, but for like Claire in her scenario of bosses, it would really have to be straight up just G3. Because G3 is actually a piece of shit. He's even more of a piece of shit with dealing with Leon, so obviously that's like another bullshit shit that's going on.
Welcome to Nest. Enjoy your visit. Enjoy our tasty selection of healthy foods.
Yeah, just pass around those guys right there and pick up this dagger. I don't I'm not sure we actually need that dagger. Well, fuck it, we might need it. Who knows? You never know if you may need something. Roll up on this guy, throw that dagger. Might as well just throw a dagger at this guy, because, you know, we won't have enough space to pick up the other battery. Oh, man, I accidentally unlocked that door again. That was actually by mistake. I normally prefer to make sure that I hug the wall there, but of course I didn't hug the wall that time. That was actually a suicide attempt. If you don't hug that wall there, you're probably going to just get grabbed. Do not do as that. Just like I said, do as I say, not as I do. Blah, blah, blah. Now we are going to go to the item box here. Thankfully, in a melee only run, you don't actually need to visit the item box so much, basically, so it eliminates most of your times. Because we're more likely good all the time. We only really need like 3 side packs. That was really it, basically, for per run. That was it. I could do a no box run, but because, like, you know, I haven't done, like, all the achievement no box run videos yet. But, you know what, I might just skip on no box. I don't really think I care so much. I'm so negative with the ego of going for no box, but it's actually not really worth it. Not really worth my energy at all. There is achievement to get like 5,000 steps, by the way. I'm not actually sure if you can get it through this walkthrough truthfully.
Dispense.
Hand grenade right there. Alright, so A scenarios: red, green, blue, red, green, blue, red, green, blue, red, green, blue. Always starts with red first. Always first with red. I think I almost fucked this up at one point or another. Did I? Nope, I didn't. Good. Red, green, blue, red, green, blue, red, green, blue, red, green, blue. Always red first. If you reload from that checkpoint, by the way, you could actually dodge around that group mover fucker. Because there's a possibility that he'll go to the stairs when you reset. You may be able to dodge him, but I try to see if I can dodge him like this. And, of course, obvious, for example, reasons, these guys are fuckers. Complete fuckers. This is why I say, do not ever dodge you mutants. They're not worth it. Oh yeah, this is the part where I accidentally fucked up. Yeah, I accidentally used a knife here, but I realized at some point or another, wait a minute, I wasn't supposed to use a knife here. Which is okay. Wasn't like it was a promised challenge that I won't use a knife on zombies. You could if you want to use this knife on zombies, but I don't really recommend. Well, I don't recommend it so much because you may lose that knife randomly. It's infinite, but it's like not like you're. We don't like act like you're gonna like keep it forever, because sometimes zombies can actually just steal that knife forever. Oh wait, that's the bosses, especially G mutants and lickers. Okay, so when we get to this column right here, start walking. Once you get close to it, start walking. Like, don't touch it. And once you touch this liquor, we make a run for it. I got a lot of people asking me, like, why did, like, I aggro the liquor anyway? It's because you touched that column. That second column, do never, like, never in your life ever touch it while running. Because if you touch it while running, it's gonna aggro. That's literally it. Just start walking. Actually, as a matter of fact, start walking before you get close to it. Just to make it easy and simple for yourself. Then we're gonna dodge this female zombie out of the way. We gotta go into this room right here. Of course, got grab. Throw that dagger. Just run past her at this point. Fuck it. We're gonna quit that flashbang. I did save like one flashbang, and that could account for like this area right here, but there was like another flashbang that was gonna back us up anyway when we were in the beginning parts of the lab that I picked up. So even if you didn't save that flashbang in the boss fight, you still would have had a flashbang to use here to get around these zombies, or else you'll just be forced to dodge them if you forgot to pick them up. If you forgot to pick it up, I hope for the best that you remember to pick it up. It was right after we did the last puzzle solution before this one. Before we went into the science lab room to solve a puzzle. We turn that on. Now we wait. Get that motherfucker right out the way, or else he's just gonna stand still randomly because he feels like being a piece of shit today, an asshole. So while he does that, I'm just going to squeeze right on past him before he does like a quick turn. Not a quick turn, but just like, a magnet turn where he's just like glued to the direction that you're standing in. And he just falls every direction. Meanwhile, he's moving at the same time while doing that. Piece of shit.
My parka.
That's interesting. Why did I not try this in my 80% run? Why did I not try that trick, basically? That could have been like a better trick. Well, I wouldn't have enough time, though. Man, that's actually very complicated to think about. Maybe I should try that out. It's not it don't look fast, but maybe it could possibly be. I gotta do some testing with that. We're gonna walk coming in here. Also, we are gonna go to that save room real quick. We're almost out of daggers. We actually need some daggers for the end of the game for group motherfuckers. And we may need it on the way up to getting past the group motherfuckers. Oh my god, I almost ran. If a liquor is on a ceiling, like, it can actually, if it touches your face, basically, while it's on the ceiling, then it will aggro. But it doesn't aggro when you walk under it, because if it's, like, far up the ceiling, then it's not gonna, like, once it raises its head up, and it's gonna try to touch you, it's not gonna touch you, because it's way too far up for it to touch your face. It only aggroes when you touch it, not if you walk under it, pretty much.
So much for the weed infestation.
So you can take chances in rooms like that, but like rooms that we had to go through like earlier. Oh my god, here we go again. It won't happen. I'm not sure what the hell happened here, what causes this whole skipping. But it's just been happening since day one. It's like, I don't know what was up with the proper recording. So I check both my settings. Yeah, group motherfucker grab me. You know what, fuck you. Have that dagger and have a nice day, bitch. We're out of here, bitch. Grab me out of this bitch.
Find that antiviral agents.
And now we're on to G3. G3 is just gonna be another piece of shit fight. The only flashbangs we get to use on this fight was really just 2. And we don't get to use it during the first phase, unfortunately. But there's a strategy during the first phase where we don't kind of actually need to use it. But because we saved like 3 flashbangs, we can actually get away with some things. Like the second phase. I would recommend throwing that flashbang. If you do save it, I recommend throwing it during this next phase coming up. After the first. Just to save your life on some stupid bullshit.
Thank God. The antiviral agent. Gotta get back to Sherry.
Alright, so for the G3 fight, this is going to be very complicated to explain and very frustrating to deal with. And you're going to get hit a lot of times during this fight. Just be prepared to just get used to it. Because unless you have a lot of healing items, it's not going to be too much obnoxious to deal with. Alright, so we're going to knife that eyeball out, right? And we're going to stay right next to this claw. And by staying by the claw, at all times during phase 1, during the fight, you would generally just avoid whatever attack comes next. Always hug the arm. Stay close to the arm. Don't get past the arm. Stay right behind and, well, clip through the arm rather. Well, technically not so much because you will not really get hits onto the boss. And standing right behind the boss like that, like if you stand like, yeah, right here, like this. Like if we're touching its butt, almost. Then G3 will just straight up do like a whole different type of attack where it does the other side of its arm attack. And we don't want that. We do not want that. So we need to be hugging the angle very perfectly. And be set up for that phase so we don't get trolled. Its active frames come out very late, so we don't actually have to worry about it hitting us once we go right behind it at the right timing moment. You gotta be very timing with it to avoid that frame, but its frames activate very late for that to damage you, so don't worry so much. Don't be afraid to just go for it. Run towards the arm at some point. As you see here, clearly. So now we stop that phase. Hopefully pass chain. Throw the hand grenade. Yeah, we're gonna throw 2 hand grenades. Of course, he decided to go pick something up off the wall so it didn't cause so much damage towards him, like a piece of shit he is. Fucking G2, I hate it when he does that shit. Alright, so I should have just waited for him to get a little closer, but I did not want him to charge and attack me. But that was luck bait. We managed to defeat that phase. Sometimes there's a random way you can glitch G2's AI here out and you can just like kill it before it picks up that panel. There's the flashbang right over here around the side of the fight. Pick it up, throw it at G2 when you get the opportunity to, if he's not being a piece of shit and slashing so goddamn much, and he's not too far away. Also, I fucked straight up. Do as I say, not as I do. I accidentally ran over here like an idiot, because I am the dumbest guy for thinking that was a good idea to run all the way over here. Fuck him. I ran all the way over there on accident. I did realize, but I didn't realize so much that that was a bad idea. But fuck him. We're gonna just get rid of him right here off the bat. Fuck him. Just keep knifing him in the eyeballs or whatever. Just try to keep clipping into every part of his hitbox. And of course that didn't kill him. That was just barely enough. Now we have to do just... probably at this point forward, probably like 2 hits and he'll be it. Now you gotta get a moment in a time frame where you can actually cause him to stop moving. Oh god, that almost got me. There's so many attacks in this fight that can just get you. Yeah, we gotta get him to glitch out here. Yep. Just getting ready to attack, so I didn't have enough time. And it goes for 8 attacks during that phase. Pretty horrible. But that was it. Fuck G5, G4, 3-3. Who gives a fuck? We're out of here.
Target has been neutralized. Ending quarantine.
Gotta get back to Sherry. Sherry, can you walk faster?
Yeah.
I don't want to rush you, but we have to go.
Use the central elevator to evacuate immediately to the bottom level train platform. Attention. Self-destruct sequence initiated.
Let's get the hell out of here.
Use the central elevator to evacuate immediately to the bottom level train platform. Attention. Self-destruct sequence initiated. Use the central elevator to evacuate immediately to the bottom level train platform. Attention. Self-destruct sequence initiated.
Claire?
Yeah?
Thank you for being so nice to me. For helping me. I'm really glad I met you.
I'm really glad I met you too, Sherry. But save your thanks until I get you out of this place.
To the bottom level train platform.
There's a dagger here in case you want to pick it up, but we don't actually need it. Nah, it's actually useless. We don't really need it. Same thing goes for that first aid spray. We got 2 inventory slots open for the battery pack. We don't need it. All we need to do is just get to the final boss, and that's it. Loading up the last segment in the run.
Detonation.
Run around these guys. They're not going to do anything for Claire's path, so you don't have to worry about them. But for Leon, he's going to have some frustrating bullshit going on here later on, so be prepared about that. If you're playing as Leon, yada yada.
Of course. Stupid thing's locked.
Hold on.
Sherry, what are you?
I think I can open it from the other side.
Group motherfucker about to drop down. We're just going to knife him. Wait for him to start moving so we can knife him again, because it's actually easy to take out here. And for this one, he's actually difficult to take out. We gotta angle it perfectly for him. Of course, I was angled in a bad position because I was not standing correctly where I was supposed to stand at. Whatever.
9 minutes until
Now all we gotta do is wait for Sherry to pop open that door, and we're out of here. There's a trick, by the way, that I found out, like, here, where I randomly passed around Sherry,
Nice work, Sherry.
and one take go, like, saving, like, 1 second randomly here, where I, like, sort of clip through our body. Also, just give the zombie a dagger right here. There's no point of trying to knife him. He has, like, 50 HP. He'll die in one shot. So one dagger will take him out.
Sherry, you hanging in there?
I'm right behind you.
But yeah, that zombie has like
Think we're
1
almost outta here.
HP. I mean 50 HP, so one dagger will take him out. And you know, for that door, it's like I found like a frame where
Worth a try.
randomly I clip through her body and managed to get past. And managed to get past her.
8 minutes.
I don't know how I did it. I have to keep looking for that strategy because I don't have no idea how it worked. It probably worked with the knife. I don't know. Alright, so we're going to use the infinite strategy, the infinite knife, one more time here for this boss so we can take out some eyeballs. And we're going to stay this close away from the boss. And once it jumps down, that is our cue to run towards it immediately. Of course, I didn't hurry in time. Which, right here, this is where I'd recommend only doing one knife slash. Do only one knife slash here once it gets up. Because if you do too many, it's going to attack and you're going to get hit. Also, the second it goes on that wall after using the hand grenade there, you need to throw a hand grenade at it. Once it gets ready to like once you see it on the wall and it's about to go up a little bit, throw the hand grenade. And we're gonna stand far away from it once it does that lunge attack so you don't get grabbed. We'll get hit. So yeah, it's about to do a lunge attack. Or not. Or nothing. It's just gonna sit there and be a piece of shit. Overall, it doesn't have so much HP. So there you go. That was... It takes like 5 grenades, I'm pretty sure, to kill it here on easy and consistent. At the end of the day, thank you all for watching. That was my no death run of Resident Evil 2 Remake Secretive no death run of melee only challenge. My melee only challenge. Melee only, whatever the fuck. Like and comment, share, and subscribe. If you want to know my socials are Twitter and Snapchat. I'll link those in the description box below or the comment section below for the pinned comment in the comment section below. That I might have the no commentary run. Thank you all for watching. Also, in case you want to know how to get an S rank with this whole challenge, by the way, you have to only do 2 saves and beat it under 2 hours. But however, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys all next time, basically. Happy Thanksgiving. Deuces.